All right, all right. That took me a minute. That took me a minute to figure out. Let's see if I got this damn thing working. All right. I don't know. I don't know if it's working yet. We'll see how this all works out. Normally, I do this a different way, but I guess I'm not set up to do that this way. And it shows that I'm live, but there's two people waiting for the other live stream that I screwed up. So I wonder if I can just delete that somehow. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens if anybody comes in here to hang out with us or not. I just wanted to test this out. We want to see all chat messages. Hello, everyone. How are you guys doing? How are you guys doing? You see me? You see me. Can you hear me, though? Can you hear me? Video and sound is perfect. Awesome. How you like that? Well, it is very hot in here. So let me turn up my AC a little bit. And yeah, I'm sitting here waiting for something to happen like we do in trucking quite often. And I figured, why not get everything set up and see if we can go live? No agenda, no plans for any kind of discussion. But you guys have been so cool in helping me grow this channel. I thought, hey, if y'all were still up, if you night owls are still up, because I'm old, man. I'm getting old. And I am normally in bed by now, or I try to be at least, but I got shit to do tonight, apparently. So while we sit around and wait, I figured while you guys have been so cool hanging out with me in the comments and watching the videos, we would try this live stream and see how it works out for us. So that's what we're doing. So I normally have it set up on StreamYard. But apparently StreamYard has to authorize a new account, and it takes 24 to 48 hours, I guess. I don't remember ever doing that. So we're doing it all from YouTube. So that does not give me the ability to highlight people's messages as I go, which makes it harder for me. So anyways, yeah, we'll just bullshit. How do you guys feel about that? How do you guys feel about that? We can just bullshit for a while. It's only 1841 in Utah. Yeah, it's a mountain time zone over there. I will be hitting that time zone tomorrow. But for the time being, I'm in the central time zone. I'm younger than Limited Light. Well, thank you, Limited Light. I don't know. I'm getting up there. What's going on, Chance? Good to see you, man. How are you? Love to Bud says expat in Chile here. It's summertime here in the extreme south. Nice. It's warm here too. It's very warm here. I had to kick the AC on for the first time. I was running around up north for a little while, and I was up in Wisconsin and Illinois and shit like that. And we had to run the heat up there. But it's much warmer down here where I'm at now. But yeah, I didn't know if anyone was going to show up. Hi, everyone. So yeah, no agenda, no plan. I don't really know what we're going to talk about, but well, we can get into whatever. Bart says Kansas in the house. Good to see you. I go, no, I don't go through Kansas too often. I'll hit Kansas City every once in a while, but I don't really go across I-70 that often. What's going on, Lawrence? Good to see you. It's warm out. It is. It's a long way. For how long have you been a truck driver? From Joe. Sorry, guys. I wish I could highlight the comments like you can from a StreamYard. I'll get that sorted out for the next stream, because what I normally do, I'll pop them up on the screen so y'all can keep up with me and we can have a conversation. But Joe asked how long I've been a truck driver. Joe, it has been 10 years, man. It has been 10 years. It's about time to give it up, I think. Yeah, 10 years. Hopefully not another 10. Hopefully not another 10. Melinda's down there in Florida. Melinda, I've only ever been to Florida once, and just barely Florida. I've been to Pensacola. That's as far as I ever made it in there. But yeah, only one time I've ever been there. Global warming isn't real. Absolutely. Thoughts on the internal MAGA fights from better days? Yeah, I got a couple videos out on that with Elon Musk and everything going on over there. I do need to catch up a little bit more on it because Donald Trump, as you guys know, you guys probably watch the news more than I do or keep up with this shit. I do my best, but I work a lot. But Donald Trump had said he was in support of the visas, so he took Elon Musk's side on that. Which I don't necessarily know that I have a problem with those visas. I would have to maybe research them a little bit more. But I didn't get to see if there was any pushback on Donald Trump with. Saying that he agrees with that and how that all went over. That's kind of where I'm at in the story. But hey, you love to see it. You know, if MAGA's going to fight with each other, I was over here, felt like maybe I was trying to calm them down a little bit, but we should be encouraging them. If you guys want to fight each other, why don't you go ahead and do that? Yeah. Metal Mark says you use over-the-air data or Wi-Fi to broadcast. So I got T-Mobile home internet in my truck. It's good shit. T-Mobile home internet, man, it's real good for the most part. There's a few places in the country where it's not as good, but for the most part, it works out very, very well for me. So yeah, feel free to ask any questions. I didn't know who would really show up. I'm surprised, kind of. This channel's just growing so fast on me. So yeah, we could just go through and shoot the shit. I'm stuck here for at least an hour or two, and then I got to get back through this fucking city. To the other side and hope to find a place to park this truck tonight. So we've got time, that's for sure. Bucket list, I don't know, man. Love to Bud, Beld on Midas Touch to be here. You love to see it. I like those guys. I do. I bust their balls every once in a while, but I like them. Heston, what's going on? Good to see you. Limited Light says mid-50s, so I can tell you said in an earlier vid that you're as much as 15 years younger. I'm the professor that commented recently. Okay, yeah, I am not mid-50s yet, not quite yet, but I will catch up to you, I promise you. I'm not that far behind. Private Caller says sitting in an emergency room, waiting, watching your live stream. Well, sorry you're in the emergency room. I hope that's not going too bad for you, but happy to have you here. Nonetheless, Chance says you've been incredibly on with this channel. Thanks, Chance. I was exhausted and frustrated today, and I decided not to record a video. But then when I found out I was going to sit here and wait for this light to turn green behind me, then I thought, let's get the laptop out and see how a live stream goes. This country needs truck drivers. That is true, Lawrence. Lawrence? Yeah, Lawrence. Sorry about that. That is absolutely true. Y'all need us. You need us. Godless Toyota. Hey, yeah, it's warm out here in South Metro Atlanta. It's supposed to be warmer tomorrow. Yeah, I haven't been over to Atlanta for quite a while. I go over there sometimes with this company. Last time I was over there, I went through Atlanta. Thank you guys for showing an interest in my trucking, by the way. But I went down, what's south of there, Macon, and it was fucking brutal. I was there during the summer. It was miserable. I took a shower and then immediately needed another shower. I could not wait to get out of there last time I was there. Take it with a grain of salt, but I hear Trump might be continuing aid to Ukraine because Putin is stiffing him. Interesting. I'll keep an eye on that, Tom. I haven't heard much about that. Today, I have days, my friends, where I just tune out everything and I don't want to listen to anything at all. And I just want to drive the damn truck and mind my business. And today was one of those days. I just kind of tuned out the whole world today and just kind of rolled down the road. That's what I did today. Oh boy. Where are we? I promise I'll get this set up for the next live stream for the StreamYard. It's just easier for me to keep up with the conversation. I can't believe there's 116 people in here. Can you guys believe this shit? I can't believe it. That's crazy. We're close to hitting that 10,000 subscribers. I will probably stop counting subscribers as much after that. It's just kind of nice to hit that 10,000. Then we'll just kind of let it roll after that. But appreciate that. That's really cool. Do you have one of them cool fold-out table chair things? So I don't have the setup that has it underneath the bed. Those are really a pain in the ass. I don't know if you've ever used one, Tom. They're a real pain in the ass to set them up because you got to move your TV, swing your TV to the side and then flip the bed up and swing your TV back over, then pop the table up. It sounds less of a pain in the ass than it is, but look, I'll tell you about my setup. I got my laptop is sitting on top of my refrigerator right now, and in front of the refrigerator I have just one of those normal wooden TV trays that's holding my microphone here and my keyboard here, and I got a folding camping chair that I'm sitting on. Sometimes not being like a huge dude has its benefits. I can sit comfortably in my truck with all this shit in front of me. So that's how the setup works in here. And then I got the TV mounted on the wall off to the side. And then my PS5 is over in the corner, because sometimes you just need an escape from the world, and you turn on the PS5 and kind of zone out. Creed says you've been following the NFL. How about those Vikings? I don't know anything about the Vikings. I am a Broncos fan, and Broncos need to beat the Chiefs if they have any hope of making the playoffs, as far as I understand it, because they lost the last two. But hey, if Broncos can make the playoffs, I'll be happy. They hardly ever do that anymore. Art says, my man, so full of common sense. Well, thank you, Art. Appreciate that. Hello from Denver, fellow Broncos fan. Good to see you. Burnt Trans Garage. Yep, Denver Broncos, baby. That's it. Appreciate your content. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I got some super chats coming in. Thank you, guys. I didn't even see that. I wish I could highlight this. But it's a real pain in the ass for me, my friends. I'll get my shit together. I promise you I will. But thank you, David, with the channel membership. Appreciate that. Jerome for the $2. Being a light. I suck at reading sometimes. Being a light to me fund. Thank you. I appreciate that. And we got Chance somewhere down here. Chance, longtime viewer of the trucking channel too, with $20. Thank you, Chance. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Thank you so much. Colorado represent. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, that's where I'm from too, Colorado. I will not give you my home address. So don't ask. But yeah, that's where I am from also. Where was I? My friends, I am sorry. Surprised to see how many people showed up. Sorry. Maybe I seem a little nervous. I was just fucking around, and here we all are. We have come together to hang out. Big fan from Montana, says Minerbird in Montana. Now, I haven't been up there for a long time. I have raised some hell in Montana, though, as a truck driver. Surprisingly, if you guys don't know, there's a lot of trouble you can get into in Montana as a truck driver. Trust me on that one. Joe says, what's your least favorite part of being a truck driver? This shit that I'm doing right now, honestly, it's just such a huge, everything in trucking. Still, thank you guys for taking an interest in my job. That's cool. Ask anything you want to. But we do this shit all the time. We just park somewhere and we sit here and wait. And our life just ticks away while we wait for some forklift operator with a shitty attitude to load the trailer for us. So this is the worst part, because I thought I was going to get here and pick up a loaded trailer and get the hell out of town. And now I'm here. They said at least for the next 2 hours. I should have just called it. I should have just left and said I'll be back tomorrow, and maybe just went and parked the truck. But I didn't, so I'm stuck here now. That's the worst part, in my opinion, is all the waiting we do. It's just insane how much time we spend waiting for something to happen. Hello, Debbie. Good to see you from Pennsylvania. And hey, Dan from Minnesota. I was in Minnesota, or was it Wisconsin? Where the fuck was I? Maybe I was in both. I might have been in both recently. I know I was definitely in Wisconsin. Did I go through Minnesota? I don't remember. But yeah, I was just up there, actually. Love the way you say stuff. Thank you, Donald. Appreciate that. Oh, whoa, I can't even pronounce that. Kankaki? Boy, there's some words that are just above my head, my friends. Would you be willing to show us around your truck? Probably not. Not to be rude or anything, but I didn't plan on that. And it's like, the truck's definitely lived in, you know. You know what? I'm not going to finish that sentence. But no, I probably won't this time. But maybe sometime I'll clean this pig pen up, and I wouldn't mind showing you guys around. But today's not the day. Today's not the day for that. So, when I was unloading trailers, I could take off 28 skids in 34 minutes, although the bay door was literally right next. Yeah, well, they don't do it like that these days. Is this your first live stream? It is, Annette, on this channel. It is on this channel. Definitely the first one. Absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, what's this button do? There's a button that says goal. Okay. I'm going to push it. Oh, wow. That's just straight up begging for money. That's crazy. You can set a goal for like 10 super chats, or you can set a goal for super. Oh, wow. Hey, I kind of like it. I'm not going to do it right now, but that's just straight up e-bagging. I'm a fan. I like it. Anyways, Annette, sorry, I got distracted. This is my first live stream from this channel. It absolutely is. Yep, absolutely. Let's hit those thumbs up. Absolutely. Looks like a mobile home in the truck for the most part. Yeah, it's very, very similar to a more, I guess, more motor home. But we are missing the bathroom. You have to make your own bathroom if you know, and you only want to use that for emergencies. Like love to Bud right next to you, under you says, "Where's the poo bucket? It's here. Don't worry." I'm getting up there in the years, my friends. I don't like to use it, but every once in a while, you gotta do it. You gotta do it. What's going on, Michael? Good to see you. Just came in. TMS Jones just came in to say, I love the name of your channel. So fitting for these days. Well, don't give me too much credit on that. It's the same thought process as when Hillary called Trump supporters deplorable, and so a bunch of people just ran with it. And then when I'm going to do an introduction video for you guys at 10,000 subscribers. I thought it might be kind of a cool thing to do, so we can talk about shit that's not politics for a minute, kind of introduce myself to you guys. But there's a kind of a reason for this name, obviously because of what Donald Trump said, but I'll get into it more on that video. But I was surprised that nobody was using this name when I came to get it. They were using the handle. That's why my handle, I'm sure you guys have noticed, that's why my handle is Eating the Cats, because somebody was using the Enemy from Within handle. But the actual name of a channel, no one was using it, which you can use the same channel name, as you guys know, across different channels. But I didn't want somebody else to have the same channel name. I was surprised that no one was using it. It seemed so obvious to me when I grabbed it. Bart says, my son is a truck driver and he is MAGA mad. Yeah, there's a lot of truck drivers that are like that. There definitely are. Atomicus, I hope I said that right. You're one of our leaders. Please. No, you don't want me to be a leader. I promise you that. I don't mind speaking, my mind on these things. But I definitely don't want to be a leader. That's for sure. I'm kind of a fuck up too. Like I got a lot of shit on my mind, but like I'll fuck some shit up too. So you don't want to follow me. Tom says 6 setup. Thank you, Tom. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad, man. 10 years living in a truck, you get tired of it, but like I could see how it would sound pretty cool. Lawrence says I'll be 70 this September, old enough to remember the Eisenhower years. There you go. Yeah, I'm not quite there, Lawrence, but yeah. Do you get to exercise? Stephanie asked, do I get to exercise? Well, I mean, I guess I could if I was more motivated. I walk quite a bit, just because it's a long walk to the truck stop. That's about the only reason. But, I got a ladder. Like, I'm not trying to be a douchebag on the internet. I got a ladder for the top bunk here. It clips up in there and it'll support my weight. So every once in a while when I'm feeling real motivated, I might do some pull-ups off that ladder. But that's it. That's the extent of it. I probably should, Stephanie. I probably should work out a little bit. Charles says, my partners are long haulers. Nice. Metal Mark, the oligarchs in the U.S. seem not to realize that the moment that if you screw people on Main Street, it eventually burns Wall Street and them. Yeah. Well, we'll see how that all works out. Kind of waiting to see what all happens with Elon Musk and his bullshit right now. Like I said, I'd have to do more research on it, but I don't necessarily disagree with what he's saying about the visas. But I also don't disagree with people that say, why can't we teach and educate Americans? It's kind of a weird place to be stuck in. Of course, we should have better education, right? But there obviously, as you guys all know, a lot of people pissed off at Elon Musk now, and he's already pissed off most of the people, I'd say, on the left. So I don't think he's got a whole lot of friends left. I'm really excited to see how that all have to apologize or something. A lot of truck drivers are MAGA. That's true. Chance, did I thank you for that 20 already, or did you send another one? Either way, thank you. Oh shit, it skipped all the way to the bottom. Fuck, I'm sorry, guys. I was scrolling down just a little bit and it went all the way to the bottom on me, which I'm sure I don't know how many of you are from my trucking channels that I used to run, but I'm notorious for being like a half hour behind on the comments because somebody will say something and I'll spend the next 20 minutes talking about it. So I apologize if I'm not getting to your comments quick enough. I can work on that if it's a problem. But I kind of get focused talking on certain things. And if you're wondering why I keep looking over my shoulder, I'm not paranoid. There's a light back there that tells me when I can fucking leave. And that's all I'm waiting for. Atomicus says, you're setting a great example. Folks are losing faith and you're giving them power. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. It's a tough thing to do, right? Being blue collar or being a trucker and just coming out and saying, look, fucking, I'm a registered Democrat and like I'm kind of sick of Donald Trump shit. It's a scary thing to do. I mean, I'm not that worried about it, but you know, you do have to kind of be careful with shit like that. So I mean, I figured, what the hell, why not give it a shot? What's the worst that can happen, you know? But yeah, we'll keep rolling, you know, we'll keep going. I mean, yeah, we'll keep doing it. Bart says, you are doing great job and service for encouraging people to keep on with the resistance. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I thought it would be cool. You know, it's very rare you meet a trucker with sort of my views, and even more rare for a trucker with my views to say anything about it. We tend to just keep our mouths shut because you sit in like a truck stop bar. Those are real. They're not very common anymore, but you'll have a truck stop every now and then that's got a bar in it, and the guys will be in there bullshitting, you know, talking, and they're fucking hyper MAGA. They're watching Fox News and they're pissed off at Joe Biden and all this stuff. It's like you just shut your fucking mouth and drink your beer and go back to your truck, right? That's kind of how we do it out here. But hey, you know, I figured with the years of doing YouTube and kind of the shit I've been through on this platform, fuck it, let's do it. Let's just say what we mean to say, and what's the worst that can happen, you know? Max says, aside from the weather and the four-wheelers, waiting was the hardest part about truck driving. It's just terrible. It's you just sit here and your life just wastes away. Like you do nothing. Show us the emergency bucket. It's just a orange Home Depot bucket. Just an orange Home Depot bucket. That's it. There you go. There you go. They're like $5, I think. They're cheap as hell. So yeah, now you have seen the bucket. You have now seen my bathroom. I'm just kidding. I only use it if I have to, but you got to have those fucking things because nothing's worse than being stuck on the road and nowhere to go, right? In an emergency. I don't try to be gross. It's just sometimes this lifestyle is gross. Hey Josh, you are my go-to crazy trucker guy. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, Joe. You got a lot lizard hiding. I wish. That'd be more fun than sitting around here. I tell you what, staring at this damn light, waiting to go. So, why don't you just become a Class A local driver instead of doing all that OTR shit? I fucking hate local. Thank you for asking. I hate local trucking. With this at least, like there's some bullshit to being an over the road truck driver, but a lot of times I'm like setting my own schedule instead of. I've done local before, hauling dirt. I know there were some people from Colorado in here. I don't know if there's anyone from Denver. I'll tell you one of the projects I worked on. It's in Denver at 56th and Dallas. 56th and Dallas. There's a whole housing neighborhood there. And I spent like a whole fucking winter in that piece of shit hauling dirt out of there to the landfill so they could, you know, make room to build all those houses there. And maybe I'm a little bit lazy sometimes, but you start doing that fucking 14-hour days and they're like, can you do just one more load for us? It's like, fuck, then you got to commute all the way home and then all the way back, and it's just it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. Ponch says hello from Albuquerque. Hey, how you doing, Ponch? I lived in Albuquerque years ago, like 20 years ago, but I loved it down there. Brian says, what did you do on Christmas? What do you do in New Year's? So we did Christmas at home over the weekend when I was sitting at home ranting and raving in my camera instead of out on the truck. And thinking back on it, I don't really know why we did it that way, if I'm being honest, but I made it home for the weekend. So we did all that then. And so I was on the road for Christmas, and well, New Year's is fucking tomorrow, whatever. I'll be on the road. I'll be working. So Annette says, I'm glad to join your first live stream. Hey, happy to have you here. Happy to have you here. This is kind of the premise of how my live streams have always worked. There's no point. let's just sit around and shoot the shit. And I hope that's cool with you guys. Maybe sometimes there will be a point like something big is happening in the world and we'll get on here and talk about it. But a lot of times just, I don't know, I'm just bored in the truck and figured I'd jump on and talk to you guys. So, Art Cafaso with the channel membership. Thank you, Art. Appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Here with you, my man. It's good to see you. Good to see you. And Lauren says, yo, loving the channel. What's going on, Lauren? Lady Boomer, emergency bucket. Absolutely. Absolutely. Love what you're doing. Doing great. Thank you, Caper. Thank you, Caper. Appreciate that. Holy shit. Wow. These comments are coming in fast and furious, my friends. Fast and furious. Oh, Metal Mark. Here's a good question. He says, what states are the primary ones you travel through? So I'm kind of like run the same shit all the time. I'll tell you guys. I'll tell you where I go. All right. I go from Denver. From Denver, I normally go out to the fuck's it called? I'll tell you where I go as soon as I can remember what it's called. Davenport, Iowa, or Cedar Rapids. I'll go in there. So from Denver, I'll go through, Lincoln, Omaha, Des Moines, however the fuck you say that. I never figured out how to say that place. Then I'll end up in like Davenport or Cedar Rapids, somewhere in there. And then from there, I normally head to like Dallas. So depending on where I'm starting up north, I'll either come down through St. Louis, like Springfield, Joplin, all that kind of shit, or I'll come down through Kansas City, Oklahoma City, all that stuff, end up somewhere in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and then back to Denver. That's the places I run to. So listen, if y'all are out in those areas, I don't mind. We'll go have a beer. I don't mind at all. But those are the places I run. Now, I used to run all 48 states, but I just got tired of that after a while because that's all I was doing. And it's kind of nice because I, go the same places every week now. It's a little bit boring, but it's predictable instead of worrying about how much money I'm going to make every week, right? Maybe we'll get your load early. Yeah, maybe. They're still working on it, according to their light back there. Hey, I just tuned in. Heidi, the truck driver, on my way to Minnesota. All right, Heidi, good luck out there. Good luck. I'm surprised, too. We are the enemy from within. Absolutely. We are. And looking back on it, the channel name is kind of silly at this point. I'm going to keep it. But like when I made this channel, I was really pissed off, right? I was just angry at the world. And I thought I was going to be fighting with everyone when I made this channel. I'm like, here we go. Now I got to argue on the internet all the fucking time. So I thought I was going to come in like a badass, right? Like guns blazing, fucking talking shit with everyone all the time. And then we started just cracking jokes with each other. Now it's not quite so intimidating anymore, is it? We're just all fucking around talking shit instead of being grumpy. And I meant to be a badass on the internet, but I fucked that up, didn't I? That's my fault. That's my fault. But yeah, we can all be the enemy from within as long as we still get to tell jokes. Can we still do that? I hope so. C Bank says, cool to see you live. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, I figured what the hell? Why not? I've had this laptop up in the cabinet for months and I haven't even turned it on. So I was like, I don't even know if it fucking still turns on. So I'm kind of surprised to see me live, if I'm being honest with you. No, I'm a trucker, and you were right about everything. Absolutely. I'm always right. I'm always right about everything. Let's see what else. Not working out. You're killing my childhood memory of Over the Top. Yeah. I used to tell my trucking stories on my trucking channel over there. And people called me Jack Burton all the time. You guys remember old Jack Burton, right? Big Trouble in Little China. And I thought that was pretty cool. That was years ago that people made that reference, though. What's going on? Fight, JK. Let's see. Higher education in the U.S. is fucking expensive. You're right. Yeah, it absolutely is. It absolutely is. Let's see what else we got. Guys, I think I might be a little too young for Jimmy Carter. Let me look. I mean, I know who Jimmy Carter is, obviously, right? But I wasn't paying attention to politics until my adult years. And when was he even the president? I should know these things, right? But I saw a lot of you guys put up some sad post about Jimmy Carter. And I honestly didn't have anything to add to that because I am not familiar with him. Oh, yeah, he left office in 75. That's why I'm not familiar with him. Wait. That was, sorry, that was when he was governor of Georgia. So he left the presidency in 81. So I'm still just a little too young to even have been alive when Jimmy Carter was president. But you know what? I trust you guys. If you say he was a good guy, I believe you. I don't know anything about him. I know that's kind of sounds shitty doing a political channel, but I didn't really pay attention when I was not born yet. But yeah, sounds like he will be missed. I'm sorry, I don't know much about him. So Melanie, hello from Nova Scotia. Hello, Melanie, good to see you. They don't want to educate people. That's true. It's tough to be a blue dog. We can't count on the higher ups to do what's right with playing nice. Yeah, that's true. Mr. Beard says you have only ever made perfect sense to me, bro. Well, I appreciate that. I'm going to scroll down the comments a little bit just because I'm so far behind. I'm sorry. I'm really bad about that. Alan in all caps says, I actually get to speak to you. You do, Alan. You do. Except I miss a lot of the comments. That's a me problem. But yeah, we can talk a little bit. Absolutely. I suggest Sue says I should get a particular comfy butt cushion. Maybe. I've never really cared for those, but maybe. I'm not really sure. Old Fat Boomer with $10. Well, thank you, Old Fat Boomer. I feel very rude saying that name to you, but I appreciate that, the $10. Thank you so much. Where are we? Lady Boomer is not too young to remember Jimmy Carter. Yeah, I unfortunately am too young. So I don't have much input on it. Sorry about that. The first election I voted for was Gore versus Bush, and I was a little disillusioned after that. The first one I voted in wasn't even that long ago. It would have been, I didn't even vote for Obama. I was old enough to vote, but you have to understand, I'm from the kind of redneck family that raises you in, they say your vote don't matter, so don't vote. So I didn't even really get interested in politics until later. So I would have voted for Hillary Clinton. That would have been the first election I voted in. So far I've lost 2 out of 3. Can you believe it, guys? Yeah, I got a real losing record when it comes to elections. It's a real fucking problem for me. But yeah, it would have been Hillary would have been the first time because I was like, this Donald Trump dude, he's kind of a fucking lunatic, isn't he? And I figured I should probably vote then. And of course, I voted for Biden. So it's only been these 3 elections so far. Yeah, 3. That's all I voted in. That's it. So I could have voted. I guess the earliest president I could have voted for would have been George W. Bush. That would have been the first one. I think I was old enough to vote for him. But that's a while ago still. Yeah. That's a while ago. What did Brian say? Somebody said, oh my God, Brian. Is Brian up to some shit up here? Oh, he removed his message. We don't know what Brian said. I have no idea. Ricardo says he just wants to say he's watching. Awesome. That's cool, man. Reagan rat fucked him with the Iran hostage situation. Holy shit. Yeah, I don't know much about Reagan either. I'm familiar with, somewhat familiar with like the trickle down economics policy, and that didn't work out too fucking well. I believe that was Reagan, right? My political history only goes back so far. It doesn't go back that far, honestly. Are you an owner-operator of your rig? Asked Ricky Ricardo. In a sense, it's stupid. I don't really want to go into it. No, I'm not. I'm in one of those lease purchases that everybody warns you about doing out here, but I do okay in it. I actually do pretty good in it. But I don't like saying it out loud on a live stream, because the minute you say lease purchase, I'm used to doing trucking live streams. People's heads explode and they start screaming at you that you're an idiot, and it's not a whole lot of fun. So no, I have owned 2 trucks before, but I sold them after the COVID crash, because I couldn't afford to keep repairing them. So as of right now, I own no trucks. I own none. So that's how it goes. There it go. That's how it goes. Jesus Christ, I'm sorry, guys. I am so far behind. That's real bad. That's real bad. Let me see where I want to pick back up at. Well, I might as well pick back up at that with Art with the $50. Thank you, Art. I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see. I'll just stay at the bottom. You know what? I'll just stay at the bottom of the comments. I apologize to everyone if I skipped over your comment. Still getting kind of used to this. My trucking live streams would only bring in about 100 people on a good day. So we're gonna get used to this as we go. We're gonna have to get better. I'm gonna have to get better, is what I mean. And I don't know if the way to do it is like to come in with like an agenda and something I want to talk about and ignore the comments, or if I just want to just come in here and bullshit with you guys. What would you prefer? Why don't you tell me? Because I know a lot of these political commentators will come into their live streams with the thing they want to talk about. And then the comments kind of tend to get ignored because they bullshit with us. Thank you. And yeah, we could just sit here and talk. I think that's more fun. And if politics come up, cool. If trucking comes up, that's cool. But I'll be honest with you guys, I am pretty just kind of sick of trucking. It's just what I do for work at this point. There used to be a time that it was exciting, but not really. But there are times also where you can just you can stream something that's going on. Like when the election was happening, you would definitely want to stream that, right, and show what's going on. But there's not always shit going on. But I think one of the things I've always liked doing with YouTube is getting to know the people that watch my videos, sit here and bullshit with you guys. We'll have some running jokes that happen, and things like that. So yeah, we could just go for the bullshit angle. I wish I had a beer. I could drink a beer with you guys, but I don't have one. I'm sitting here, so I can't do all that. But that would be better. What do I listen to when I'm driving? Well, it depends, Master Blaster. I go through weird phases where I don't listen to music fucking at all. And then for months at a time, I won't even turn on any music at all. And then I'll be addicted to music, whatever. But lately, obviously, I'm trying to keep up with the news, what's going on with things. I've gotten away from what's the fucking word I'm looking for? Like the mainstream media. I've gotten away from them ever since... what the fuck? I am forgetting my words. Joe Scarborough. Every time he went on his little tour down to Mar-a-Lago and then yelled at his audience about how they were wrong, I stopped listening to anything over there. So I'm listening to a lot of guys, your independent guys, your Brian Tyler Cohen, fucking David Pakman, those guys, to kind of keep up on what's going on in the world. Audiobooks, I've never listened to an audiobook in my life. I see John ask that. Never. I should, though. I really should. But, honestly, I'm kind of a weird dude. Sometimes I just like to roll down the road and hear nothing, just hear the sound of the truck rolling down the road. You kind of just like zone out on that. It's kind of relaxing. Right? Just get on the open road, let the truck roll. I normally run at like 65 miles per hour because then I just can cruise and I'm not worrying about passing people all day. It's everyone else is passing me. So you just get to relax. And sometimes it's nice to just listen to that. So I kind of go through phases of what I listen to, honestly. Grumpy Dave says I dropped mainstream media 10 years ago. Yeah, you were definitely ahead of me on that. It's bad. I kind of gave up hope on it. Let me adjust this down a little bit so you guys can see me a little better at least. I kind of gave up on it with the whole Joe Scarborough thing. What the fuck was that? I don't even understand what was going on there. And then what's her name? Dana Bash, when she was talking about, I ranted about these things in a video, but when she was like, there were, I don't know, Nazis out there. We don't know what side of the aisle the Nazis were from, but there were Nazis out there. Dana Bash, we know what fucking side of the aisle the Nazis are on. Why are you bullshitting us? And that's kind of where I just went, yeah, fuck it. I'll just listen to the independent guys, the guys that are trying to make a living, that aren't backed by a corporation. Those guys. I'll just listen to them. And the honest guys, because they got nothing to lose. They're kind of like me. In the sense, how do I explain it? I lost my train of thought there. The guys that just started out doing it as a hobby, and then their channel grew up, and then people started watching them, and then they started making their income. Those guys could probably go find another job if they wanted. They could go do something else. So they're not locked into what a corporation's telling them to do, is the long-winded way of saying what I'm trying to say. So I listen to a lot of those guys for my news now. Midas Touch, I obviously listen to them. I like Tennessee Brando's sort of, hillbilly takes on how he sees the world. Of course, I like him a lot. But lately, it's been a lot of news. It's been a lot of keeping up with what's going on in the world, and then if you guys haven't noticed, there's certain things I don't talk about in my videos, because one thing I have to do with these politics is I have to know what I don't know, right? So I've had a lot of people like jump on my ass in the comments because I haven't said anything about Israel and whatever's going on over there, Gaza, whatever, right? You know why? Because I don't know dick about it. I don't know shit about it. So if I start talking about it, it's like, what do I even fucking say? And you don't want to say the wrong thing with that. You don't want to go into that topic uneducated, right? So there's things I just don't know, so I just leave them alone. Except I don't know why Republicans are all like Russian sympathizers now. Is that weird to just me, or is that weird to everyone else? Alan says, do you like Luke Beasley? I like him enough. He's a good source of information. Very well spoken, gets his point out there. The personality, not so much for me. I'm used to hanging out with people like me. But Luke Beasley, for what he does, yeah, he's good. Obviously, yeah, absolutely. I listen to him quite a bit. And Destiny, you guys know Destiny, right? I like him because he don't give a fuck. Like, he just kind of goes off and says whatever he wants to say. And then when people challenge him on it, he's like, yeah, I just fucking said that. What are you going to do about it? So I like him a lot. I enjoy his commentary on quite a few things. Bella the Ranch, I have not listened to her. Now, I did used to listen to Bo quite a bit. So I haven't listened to Bell, though. I started to go over there one day because you guys had told me. I haven't checked on his channel in forever. And you guys were telling me about it in the comments. And I'm like, well, I'll be damned. I guess, yeah, his wife did take over. But I haven't listened to anything over there. There is that girl from New York. You guys will have to remind me of her name. She's a girl from New York. And she's got like a really, really good laugh. And she's always laughing at like the stupid shit that MAGA's doing. She does like short videos, more like TikToks, but she puts them on YouTube also. She's fucking hilarious. She's really, really funny. I can't remember her name, but she's more, I think she's got like blonde hair, but she's Candace Owens. She says some really funny shit though. Mags, yes. Stella Mags. She's fucking hilarious. She's so funny. So I listen to her little short things every once in a while when they pop up on my feed, because she's funny. She's funny as fuck. I saw some more super thanks come in, and I may have missed them. Ted, if I skipped over you, I apologize. Sorry about that. But thank you for the $5. He says, yo, I mentioned a dash cam on another video. Show us the country, record your rants audio, and play it over the dash cam. I do that with my trucking videos, Ted, when I was doing them. I could consider it. I do all the like editing on my phone, and it takes longer to render and all that stuff. I guess, Ted, if I'm being honest with you, like, I do have to be a little bit careful. Like, I just told you guys where I travel in the country. Obviously, I get that. But the videos come out the same day that I record them. So I maybe it's paranoia, Ted. Maybe I'm paranoid. But I'm like, if I'm recording the places I'm traveling that day, I don't know if I feel that comfortable with it. I'll think about it, Ted. Tell you what, I'll think about it, but I'm not entirely sold on it. But appreciate the super chat, man. And then we've got Tales from the Road here with $5. Please go listen to Kyle. I don't know how you say his last name, Kalinsky, I think, on Secular Talk. I was listening to him earlier, and he was going off on Elon Musk, and it was good. It was a good one. So yeah, I listened to him earlier today. He comes up on my feed. I don't think I'm subscribed, but I don't know why. Very good policy, 1 day delay. Yep, exactly. I don't want to dox myself. Yeah, I don't mind saying like where I'm at necessarily. I haven't figured out the best approach. Because look, I need friends too, guys. I'm just sitting in the fucking truck by myself most of the time, right? So like people say, hey, if you're ever like in my neighborhood, like look me up. I'll go have a beer with you. Yes, absolutely. Let's go have a fucking beer. Of course, I'm still not ready to go. I'm still waiting for these assholes to load that trailer. But yes, of course, I would love that. That'd be awesome. I'd love to get out of the truck and go hang out with someone. But obviously, I don't have a good method to do that. Like I can't post to my community tab, hey guys, I'm in Omaha right now. Or can I? I don't know. I have no fucking idea. And I got no idea who's going to show up. So I haven't figured out a good way to do that. But like, hey, look, I'm not like a famous person. I'm a guy saying shit on YouTube. Who cares, right? Y'all want to go have a beer or have a steak or a burger or something? I'm in. You know, I just got to find ways to kind of be a little bit safe about it. So I'm not like, I got to sleep in this thing, right? At night, I got to go to sleep in this thing. So I haven't figured out the best way to do it yet. But anyways, Chris Norland in South Korea, he's an American from Vietnam and he posts great videos. I haven't heard of him. I might check that out. I'll try to remember that. John says, don't do the camera in the truck. Too many nuts out there that think they won't get caught. Yeah, you can run the dash cam, of course. Somebody had asked me to talk while I was driving and recording the road. And that's where you start to get into a little bit of legal problems. If you get in an accident while you're live streaming going down the road and you're talking, you might get the living shit suit out of you, you know. You might. So you got to be careful with shit like that. Maybe I haven't figured out the best ways to do things yet. Because when I would show the road on, you can't win with this one. This is the point I'm trying to make. You can't win with this one. If I show clips of the road while I'm driving and I, you know, put them as like a B-roll or whatever in my video, a lot of people are going to say, hey, I like that. I get to see what a trucker's doing out on the road, right? And then there's going to be another group of people that's going to go, and I get it. You can't make everyone happy, and I'm not trying to. But then you'll get a whole other group of people that go, man, I like seeing like your facial reactions and how you giggle at your own jokes. And when you cover it up with the clips of you driving, I don't fucking like that. So you can't win. You can't win with this one. And I mean, I don't have to win. I don't have to be right, but I'll think about it. I'm not real sure if I want to do it, but I hear your point, because I'm sure a lot of people here are not truckers, and are kind of curious what it looks like. Drive? No, I won't live stream and drive. Absolutely not. But yeah, I don't know. I'll think about it. How much editing do I really want to do? You know, all that shit. Bo burned himself out. He's basically a workaholic. Yeah, I could see how that would happen. I don't know much about Bo, obviously, outside of his videos. I always liked his videos when I watched them. It gives locals a sight of other areas. Yep, exactly. It's your channel. Do what you want. And I agree with that. I do agree with that. But, you know, I understand the curiosity of people that are not truckers that kind of want to see how they operate, how it looks going down the road, because it is different. It's very, very different from being in a car, obviously. Just because you're paranoid doesn't mean they aren't out to get you. That's true. That's a good fucking point. So Cal says, I think keep the rant videos and any road videos separate. That way you can focus on driving when you're working. But ASMR videos, yeah, well, that's a good point. Yeah, that sounds like it should be a whole separate channel. But yeah, I could see that. Fight's been here since the first channel. There you go. Absolutely. It's Josh Trump live. Absolutely. Good to see you. By the way, people have been asking my name. I'm sure you guys have gathered. It's Josh. I was going to tell y'all in the 10,000 subscriber introduction video, but yeah, it's kind of a generic name, and that's what my parents named me. I don't know. He said he was going to do some more direct involvement, so I hope he found some peace there. There you go. Time to stop running scared and stand against bullies, aka MAGA morons. Only way back to the light. Hey, I don't mind a little bit of bullying and standing up for yourself. Absolutely. You should absolutely do that. Open mic rants with scenery. Absolutely. Belle is nice, but not Bo. Belle does seem very sweet. maybe I was a little inaccurate because I started watching, and maybe I think that's what got me too, Karen. I said, she seems nice enough, but it's not Bo. And I kind of went off to do something else. But good for her. I mean, I think look, people like her. She deserves to be successful, of course. Bo had sort of a way about him, right? It's just kind of the way he talked and everything. And that's cool. Christopher Titus, I've listened to a couple of his political things here on YouTube. I have. Fight says, you keeping up on the Broncos? I am, to a point. I don't get to watch them. I don't get to watch the games. I listen to Denver people. You should be familiar with this guy, or Colorado. My Colorado friends here. That's Good Sports. That's Good Broncos. Brandon Perna. Do you guys know him? I listen to him do the play-by-play when I'm rolling down the road and the game's on, because he's a fucking lunatic, and I quite enjoy his reactions when something is not going right. So I listen to Brandon Perna do the play-by-play of Broncos games while I'm working. That's what I do. Is there any decent casinos on your travel lanes? Yeah, but I try to keep myself out of casinos a little bit, Aaron. Like I had a period of time where I was always at the fucking casinos, and don't get me wrong, I've done good in some casinos. I've walked out with some money, but there's times I've walked out with no money also. So there are, but I try to avoid them sometimes now. But you get through, Miami, Oklahoma, if anyone's familiar, there's some over there. And then of course, at the Oklahoma-Texas border on I-35, they got that huge fucking casino there. They got that huge one. And I think there must be others. I know I've stopped at more, but yeah, there's some out there. There's definitely casinos out there. Metal Mark says, what inspires your topic to make a video topic about? This is going to sound so stupid. I sit here and I think about the things that I'm hearing from other people, and I start to feel it, right? I start to feel an emotional attachment to that topic. Like I'll start to feel excited about it. Like, oh, I could really, really go off on this one. I could really talk about it. And then as the excitement grows, while I think about all the punchlines, all the things I want to say in the video, and I forget a lot of what I'm going to say in my videos because I don't write scripts. I'm too fucking lazy. But as I get more excited with the topic, then I go, okay, that's it, that's the video. Which is why I had nothing today, because I wasn't excited today about anything. I was just not in a great mood for most of the day. I don't know why. Sometimes you just wake up like that, right? I don't know, but when I really like start to feel excited about the topic, is that weird? Is that like a weird thing to say? Then I'm like, I could actually do something with this, and then that's when I do it. And nothing interested me today. It didn't. Nanapants says Windstar. Is that Windstar? Is that the Windstar right on the border? I think the Windstar is further north, but I may be wrong. There's one right on the border on 35, Oklahoma-Texas border. It's fucking huge. It's massive. They have truck parking down the street, and you catch a shuttle over there. But I forget. I don't think that's Windstar, though. I could be wrong. You may be right about that. You might be right. I think that's called interest. Yeah, like you're interested in something. Exactly. Yeah, I agree with you. You play any video games, said Master Blaster. I do. This is going to be the most boring, generic answer. I'm still stuck here. They're still not fucking done, my friends. I play The Witcher 3 over and over. That's it. I just play The Witcher 3 over and over. Is the hat your logo? This is not mine. My logo specifically. It is my hat, but it's not my logo. I found this in a truck stop out west of Laramie, Wyoming. There's a truck stop there with like an Indian restaurant in it. And they have a bunch of these hats. And I kind of liked it because it's a short trucker trying to see over the steering wheel. Which kind of reminded me of me because I'm not very tall. I'm like, this must be what I look like when I pass people going down the road. All they see is the bill of my hat. But I thought it reminded me of me, so I bought it. I thought it was kind of cool. Just got done with Counter-Strike. There you go. Let's see. It is my hat. Yeah, it is my hat. I own the hat. I do. I bought it. I need to go back over there, but I don't go to Wyoming anymore. I don't really care for Wyoming much. I don't really care for it, especially this time of year. But I do need to go get another one. Do you like kids asking you to honk? I don't mind when kids do. When you got like a full-grown dude hanging out the passenger window pumping his arm, though, I'm like, just go get a fucking CDL. Why are you asking me to do this for you? And maybe I'm a dick, but I don't like when full-grown adults ask me to honk the horn for them. I'm like, what are you doing? You could just go do this. So you go do this yourself. But like kids, yeah, I think it's funny when kids do it because normally they're in the back seat and like their parents don't know what they're doing. And so you scare the shit out of the parents, right? You just light their asses up with the air horn. And that's probably irresponsible now that I said it out loud. That's probably not what you want to do on the road. But it is kind of funny watching them jump, right? Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have said that out loud. So, anyways, yeah, I do. But I refuse to use the air horn for an adult. Like, I don't understand why you're doing that. Like, if you're an adult and you ask me to pull on the air horn, I'll just sit there and scowl at you, shake my head, and just tell you I'm just really, really disappointed with you. Like, what are you doing with your life that you need another grown man to go get a job that clearly is your dream job so he can pull the air horn for you? Trump up there in the damn semi that one time grabbing the air horn looked like a damn toddler. He was so fucking excited he wanted to pull the fucking air horn. Whatever, man. I don't know about that guy. Karen says my first husband was a truck driver. Without truck drivers, we would be naked and starving in the forest. Well, that doesn't sound like the worst day ever, right? It doesn't sound like the worst day ever. Might be kind of nice being that close to nature, you know? When was the last time Trump drove? I have no idea. John, you're an ornery son of a gun. Yeah, I stir up some shit sometimes. I do. I'm trying to be better, my friends. I have a bad fucking habit of arguing with people on the internet. That's kind of how this channel came about. I'm like, I could just argue with people on the fucking internet. I still can't believe there's 215 people here. That's crazy. But I have a bad habit of like reading a shitty comment that I don't like, and then I'll start arguing with people, and I'm trying to get better about that. I don't like when like people tell me how to talk. Does that make sense to anyone else? Like, hey, you shouldn't have said that. You should have said this instead. It's like, fuck off. Why are you telling me that? But I'm trying to break that habit because I don't need to be, as this channel is growing so quick. I don't know. Should I break that habit? You guys tell me. Should I like raise hell in my own comment section, or should I be a professional and not do that? But I'm trying to be less argumentative these days. But I am an ornery son of a bitch sometimes. Absolutely. Heidi again with the $5. Thank you, Heidi. Please subscribe to Kyle. I watch him. I just haven't pushed the subscribe button. But yeah, Heidi, if you see me out there, let me know. We can definitely grab a burger or a steak or something. I'm pretty easy to hang out with. I would like to think. Raise hell? Yeah, okay. Sometimes I get down there and I'm like, these arguments are really petty. I know it's my channel, Roy. I know. But like someone said earlier, I actually deleted the comment because it was the last video. It was the last video and where I called all the Trump supporters lazy. Remember? You remember that video where I called all the Trump supporters lazy? It was just yesterday. I thought it was funny. I thought it was fucking funny. I was having a good time making it, if I'm being honest with you. And somebody commented today, they said that I should be ashamed of myself and I should never speak about other Americans that way. And that part annoyed me because I'm like, I mean, if I water down what I'm saying, what's the point? What are we ever doing here, right? But then she went on to talk about how, you know, companies are fucking us. They don't pay us enough, all those things. And she was totally right about that part. She was right. I agree. But I didn't like that she was telling me, like, that I shouldn't say this and I should be ashamed of myself. I'm like, fuck, now I'm going to wake up tomorrow with anxiety, ashamed of myself because I shouldn't have said that. And this lady's ruined my morning already. And I didn't feel good about that. But anyways, still waiting. But I need to find a balance because not every fight's a fight worth having, is what I mean to say. They are lazy. No, I agree. Yeah, because Trump never speaks badly about America or any Americans. Yeah, that's true. It's kind of weird. And don't get me wrong, because the comments on that last video were overwhelmingly positive. Most of you guys get what I'm saying, and you get why I'm frustrated about shit, and you get why I'm laughing about shit. You guys, we're on the same wavelength. We all get it, right? But as a person, as a human, it's always the negative shit that stands out the most, right? So you read like a shitty comment, and you're like, this motherfucker right here, you know. But that comes with the territory. That's part of it, you know. I generally let people talk their shit unless they like go to personal attacks and things like that. Then I just show them the door. Get the hell out of here. But yes, Donald Trump has said a lot of bad things about Americans. So if I happen to call a Trump supporter lazy one time, that's not the worst thing that's ever happened. You know, that's not the worst thing. When talking movies came, many actors out of work, times change. Yeah. Is there a state you drive through you dread the most? Not really. Not so much anymore. Wyoming in wintertime is like pretty terrifying. That's a tough one, but I don't really go there anymore. But what I really hate, and I just did it yesterday, this stretch of, is it I-44 that runs out of St. Louis, like down to Springfield in Missouri? That stretch all the way from St. Louis to Springfield, I fucking hate it. I hate every inch of that road because it's got those like rolling hills there. So all of us truckers are like changing speeds and trying to get around each other. And then it's close to one of the not so good trucking companies in America, a very large one, and they're all over down there. They're all over. And I just hate that stretch of I-44 like with a fucking passion. I don't like it at all. It drives me fucking nuts. And I just did it yesterday and I hated it. And I don't know what it is about that part of the road. It just drives me fucking crazy. I don't like it at all. Don't like it at all. Fuck them if they can't take a joke. Exactly. That's my dad used to always say that too. My dad has a lot of weird sayings. He said, you know, fuck them if they can't take a joke. But he always had another similar one. If I said somebody got mad at me, I don't know if this is a normal country saying. You guys can tell me. But Dad would always say, well, they can get glad in the same pants they got mad in, son. And I'm like, he makes a point. He's not wrong. You know, he's not wrong about that. But kind of like a roller coaster with trucks. Yeah, and roller coasters with trucks are no fun because, like, you end up, you know, we've all got different weights of our loads and we're all governed at different speeds and and it's kind of a clusterfuck is what I'm trying to say. Let's see. Bart says Tulsa. Yeah, I went through Tulsa today. I did do that. You feel the hateful energy. Yeah, absolutely. Josh doesn't like driving a truck into NYC. I've only ever drove a truck into New York City one time, and I was a new truck driver. I was like 3 months into it. Metro Atlanta is nightmare. Yeah, Atlanta gets pretty sketchy. Absolutely. But I don't think I've ever went straight through it. I went around I don't know, 285 maybe. Maybe I'm just making up fucking numbers at this point. Feels like it was 285, but let me check now. Because I've been to Atlanta a time or two, my friends. Absolutely. Did I get it right? 44 is not the best. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right about that. Let's get over here to Atlanta. Goddamn, I am good at this. 285, baby. It's like I know these roads. Huh? I know what I'm talking about. So, anyways, Amber says, just stopping in, having a finished dinner for the family. Glad to see you. Well, thank you, Amber. Appreciate it. Yeah, I could go for some dinner, too. I'm starving, man. I'm starving to death over here. Hate Atlanta? Yeah, I don't necessarily hate Atlanta. I've been through there a couple times. I've been there quite a few times. I don't mind it too much. You can't park a truck there. You can't do that. Have you ever driven the Monster Interchange around Nashville? Probably. I've been through Nashville a lot. I don't go that way now, but I've been through there a lot of times. So I imagine, I don't know if you give me a number, then I could probably tell you yes or no. But I don't know, like you know how the cities have like local names for certain parts of the interstates and shit. I don't know what that is, but if you gave me a number, I probably have. Yeah. DJ Waffle with the $5. Appreciate you. There ain't but two Caints, can't hack it, can't stay. There ain't but two Caints, can't hack it, can't stay. Huh, interesting. I have never heard that one. Nice. Well, appreciate the $5. Yeah, I'm trying to kind of decipher it a little bit still. Maybe I don't get it. Can't hack it, can't stay. Huh, I'll think on that. But yeah, there are some weird sayings out there. I-44 sucks. 70 miles an hour down that hill, and I immediately got a call from the safety. Yeah, you got to be careful. Self-fact checked. Of course you're right. Well done. Hey, you got to look shit up sometimes. But hey, I was pretty good on that 285, wasn't I? I had that shit down. I've been everywhere. I have made it to all 48 states now. I just crossed off Rhode Island last summer. It was the last one I had to get through. I think I've been to all 48. Fuck, I don't know, man. Esmeralda says, I used to live in Nashville, another city, not easy to get around. It does take a fucking while. Yeah, you hit Nashville at rush hour too, you're fucked. Absolutely. Yeah, I've been stuck there quite a few times. Chimpanion on Blue Sky has been promoting you. Let me see. I wonder if I'm getting any notifications on that. Let me see if I can find them, because that's cool. Are they got like a big thing, a big following? Let me see if I can look it up just by that. Chimpanion. I'm not sure I know them, but I have been getting quite a few followers. Chimpanion. Let's see. They got 3.4 thousand followers. 6 hours. I don't know if I'm looking at the right person. It's the only person with that name, though. 1 hour, 2 hours. Oh, does this like follow a linear timeline, or what the fuck's going on here? I like to see that people are promoting me. I'm curious. I'm looking for. Look at me. Who's promoting my shit? That's cool, though. I don't see anything specifically, but that's awesome. Oh, wait, they got some Midas touch on there. Maybe I'm getting closer. We there yet? Wow, they post a lot, don't they? They post a lot of stuff. I don't see me. I believe you. Get a load of this guy. Yeah, what's up, Ziggy? Get a load of this guy. Dallas and Austin sucks for a decade. That's so cool. Thanks, guys. Talking about trucking with an old trucker. Who's promoting my shit? Which do you prefer, Detroit, Darnia, or Buffalo when entering Ontario? I have never crossed the border into Canada, so I cannot answer that. I don't have a passport. I should get one. Somebody yelled at me that in one of the comments, though, they said, you're a filthy fucking Canadian. Why are you talking about American politics or whatever they were mad about? I'm like, bro, I'm literally from Colorado, but whatever. So anyways, Esmeralda says, I'm new to your channel, but I really like the way you approach issues. Thank you, Esmeralda. It's not for everyone. But I appreciate the people that do like it, of course. I even appreciate the people that don't like it. They're all yelling at me in the comments, all pissed off. It's adorable. It's cute. It's like, I don't know. What do you want me to tell you? You're the dummy that sat here and watched a video you didn't like. What are you mad at me for? Take some responsibility for your fucking actions, But appreciate you. You would work well with Midas. Yeah, I wonder about that. I mean, not Midas specifically, and I'm not the point. We can go back to politics. Sure, ask a question, Art, whatever you want to talk about, and we can move to any topic you guys want. Most topics, some topics just off limits. But I don't really want to be the guy to reach out to people and be like, hey, can I work with you or whatever. I'd rather like be the guy to make a name for myself, and maybe some people will reach out to me. I like Midas. Things I worry about with that, I'm not saying this would happen, but things I do worry about with that, would they be like, hey, tone it down with all the fuck, could you stop saying that so much, or something like that. And I wouldn't want to do that, because for me, like, fuck is a filler word. It's like, oh, I'm trying to think about what I'm saying, I'll say something. So I don't know if they would work with that, or what. I'm not really sure. I mean, I've heard Brando drop it a time or two, but for me, sometimes I get going off on a tangent, and it's every other word. So I don't know. I should get a passport. I should. Yeah, I should. I just never have. But you're not wrong, Godless Toyota. You're not wrong at all. Wilco with the $10. Thank you. I appreciate that. Says, cheers, man. Hope this works out for you. Tell it like it is. I hope it works out too. You know, sometimes I get a little bit nervous. I'll just be honest with you guys, because I'll say something in a video. Remember, I came back to do the video about people being lazy, because that's how I started the video off before that. I almost didn't put out that first video because I'm like, fuck, everybody's just going to think I called them lazy and dumb. And I had to listen to it about 4 or 5 times before I went, no, it's not even that bad. But I almost like re-recorded the video because of that one thing. But sometimes I second guess a little bit and go, oh, I shouldn't put that out. But then I think about it. My friends. I have to put out the video I meant to put out. There's no sense in like bullshitting or like trying to hide who I am so that more people will like me or anything like that. It's better just be honest with you guys, and you can just decide if you like me or not. So like sometimes I'm a fucking lunatic, like, you know, that's just how it goes. And it's better that you guys know that. You know, and thank you, Wilco. Appreciate that. I think I just said thank you for the $10. Appreciate you, man. And then we got DJ Waffle again with $5 again. Thank you. I appreciate that. It equates to putting one foot in front of the other, regardless of how much it hurts. You either make it or you don't. There you go. Absolutely. Absolutely. I like it. I like it. And thank you so much for that $5. Appreciate that. Your honesty is the best. Thank you, Esmeralda. You have out much editing time in your video? Metal Mark asking about editing. So it depends on the video. I've actually been really proud of myself lately. I don't know if this is something to be proud of or not, but the first few videos I did for the politics for this channel, I would have to like stop the video, stop recording, and then gather my thoughts, and then record it. And I think then start recording again. So I'd have like 4 videos to put together. You know how it works. It's just video editing, right? Just slap them in there real quick. But now I think the last 3-4 videos, I've hit them in like one take. And I'm kind of proud of that. Like, oh, I just hit that in one fucking take. Now, I do forget a lot of the jokes I want to make or a lot of the points I want to hit. But I just try to remember them and then get them in another video at some point. I've been kind of proud of that. Just hitting them in one take, record the video, upload it. That's it. That's what the video was. That's how I always did my trucking videos when I did those. And politics, obviously a little bit different. And I just have to accept that I'm going to like misspeak sometimes. I'm going to say shit that I didn't really mean to say. It's just what came out of my mouth. And then I'll get corrected in the comments. That's okay. I don't mind getting corrected. I've been enjoying just knocking them out in one take. I want it to be a conversation. We're just having a conversation, right? That's what we're doing. So that's the whole angle. That's the point, you know. That's the point. Rural Colorado accent for sure. Lived in Weld County for 20 plus years. Yes, sir. Absolutely. Absolutely. I really like the live stream. Well, thank you, Doris. I appreciate that. It's going better than I thought it would. It felt a little shaky at the beginning because I didn't really know where to go with the comments, and we just have to accept I'm going to miss some. But it feels like it's going all right, doesn't it, Doris? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Doris, we're getting it done over here. Absolutely. Josh getting more polished with his videos? I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not going to do any fancy editing, nothing crazy like that, you know. Nothing crazy like that. Last Christmas, I was driving OTR somewhere in or near Kentucky, and a driver got pulled over on the highway for speeding. He looked like Santa Claus. Yeah, there's some of them out there, that's for sure. Yeah. Just do what works for you. Talk about the sad shit of a state of affairs. Oh, yeah. And it's kind of funny, Susie Q, because I've already had my share of like almost meltdowns on this channel since I did it. There was that one night the channel was just getting started. My biggest video is the one about the farmers that want exemptions. That's probably how most of you found me. But I was like, the channel was just getting started, and I was laying here trying to sleep, and I couldn't sleep, and I was just really like anxious. And I got up to record the video. It was something like, "Are you worried about the Donald Trump presidency?" And I was kind of emotional, wasn't I? And then I did the one about what's going on in the schools with the kids, and yeah, we'll just talk about everything. Like, if we got some funny jokes, let's do that. If we've got sad news, let's do that. You know, like whatever is happening, we'll just feel how we feel about it, right, Susie? We'll just feel how we fucking feel. Yeah, that's how we're gonna do it. So hopefully we have more funny days than we have like shitty days. That would be better. Hopefully, like, Donald Trump just spends the next 4 years doing hilarious shit that we can laugh at, because that's better for all of us. But you know, he's gonna fuck up a lot too. We're gonna have to deal with that too, because he's gonna find some stupid shit to do. But I'm kind of, what do you guys think of this? Because when Donald Trump got elected, I was really concerned with Donald Trump. I am still really concerned with Donald Trump, but I am way more concerned with Elon Musk. I think he's way more dangerous than Donald Trump. Now, Donald Trump is like an old blowhard bully, right? He just says a bunch of bullshit. What's scary about Donald Trump is people will do things for him. And that's kind of what always kind of made me nervous about him. But then with Elon, he concerns me a lot. I'm very concerned with how much power Elon seems to have right now. So I don't even know how to be scared about Donald Trump at this point. Elon Musk is being a fucking lunatic. And so it's like, how do we even focus on Donald Trump? Because, oh, I get it. It just clicked in my brain. I got it. It's from The Art of the Deal, my friends. All right. Adam Mockler educated me on this. Trump apparently said in The Art of the Deal, when you want something done, you go and you ask for something very crazy. That way, when they come back and say no, the still crazy thing that you want to do, that you negotiate with them, seems a lot less crazy. Elon Musk is the crazy that is making Donald Trump feel fucking normal to us. Holy shit, my friends, I'm a fucking genius. I just figured it out. You think that's what's you think that's what's going on? You think that's what's going on? They got Elon over there acting like a lunatic, so we just go, hey, yeah, maybe Donald Trump ain't that bad. maybe. That might be what's going on, Lauren. I think we figured it out. God bless nicotine, right? Holy shit. So, that may be what's going on, because Elon Musk is acting like a fucking lunatic. They're both nuts. No, I agree. But what the connection I'm trying to make is because the last few days I really haven't thought about Donald Trump much. I've been thinking a whole lot about Elon Musk and what crazy shit he's going to do. So, like, if Elon Musk were to just walk away at this point, maybe, and I'm not suggesting we do this, but maybe we would be like, Donald Trump doesn't seem all that bad now. They might have tricked us, my friends. They might have pulled one over on us. Those motherfuckers. They're always up to something. Those fucking guys. So, all dictators extend too far in the end. They just can't stop. I would agree with that. I mean, I believe you. I'm not well versed on dictators, but I got no reason to argue that at all. I'm concerned about JD might be doing behind the scenes. Yeah, JD's a weird one, isn't he? He just kind of disappeared. There's always been something odd about that guy, but there's like something creepy about him at this point. There's something going on with him too. Yeah. The most money in the world, yep, scary. Donald's is bad. He worked a new deal with Musk. Yep, exactly. Trump's going too far, too fast. Yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll all be here together when the world ends, and you can't ask for much better company than us, right? We're good company. So we'll just do that. Like, we'll live stream as the world ends, you know. I'll be drinking then, though. Promise you I'll be drinking then, because why not? Now's when we need that secret Jewish space laser. Absolutely. He is fucking with AFD in Germany. I heard a little bit about that. Yeah, I heard JD's busy with his couch. Yeah, I know. Absolutely. And good for him. Good for him. I suggest that he just keep doing that instead of trying to fuck up the country. If Elon Musk is a slave owner wannabe, absolutely. Absolutely. I agree. But I think that's what just happened to us, my friends. I think they went crazy with Elon Musk to make us think Donald Trump ain't that bad. That's what I think happened. I think I'm onto something. I don't know what you guys think, but I feel pretty good about that theory, if I'm being honest. I'm still waiting. Musk is trying to buy UK politicians, is he? I haven't heard much about that. I kind of tuned out the whole world today. I didn't really do anything. I didn't listen to nothing today. So I don't know what's going on today. Hopefully Trump will throw Elon under the bus and it becomes a big feud. I think it's going to have to be, Metal Mark. It's going to have to become a feud or something. Or Donald Trump is just going to have to follow along with whatever Elon Musk says. Those are our only choices, I think. That's it. That's all I can think. Shit. Well, I reach a point in these streams where I start to get tired of talking. And the unfortunate news is I have reached that point. I am tired of talking. But awesome first stream, guys. That was a lot of fun. I enjoyed talking with you guys. I'll try to do these more. Maybe put them on a schedule. I don't really fucking know because I'm a trucker. But I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to chill and hope they get this load ready soon. I got to put all this shit away. But yeah, we'll see you guys later as soon as I find this button. All right, found it. Bye now.